What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the HFD Footy podcast, the best podcast in the land. Guys, got a star-studded lineup. As always, we got the King of the North. The red carpet is out. King of the North, how are you, my friend?
G'day, guys. How we going? I'm good.
That's good, man.
Another good weekend of footy. Not the greatest results, but there we go.
That's it. And also we have the Prince, Johnny Carlton. How are you, my friend?
How are we?
Good, man.
Good, mate. Yourself?
Good, man. Good. It's I missed you guys last week. I wasn't here, and you guys held the fort very well. So, congratulations on that awesome show you guys did. But I did miss it. I was in the hot Northern Territory, sweating just sweating profusely over there. So, but it was a good time. It was a good time. But I did miss you guys. So, but a lot has happened, especially this week. But we are going to preview, guys, round 7, and we're going to also review and give us our tips after the game. After the preview, sorry, we're going to review round 8 coming up. So this is recorded. We apologise for that, guys. Our schedule didn't meet up for us to go live. So, yeah, we do apologise for that. But we will be live back next week. So, but make sure you like, share, subscribe, guys, before we do begin. And also, make sure you give us a comment. Tell us what you thought of the round and give us your tips as well. All right, guys. Well, it was a huge weekend of footy. Huge weekend. Well, not even a weekend. It felt like that round went forever because started on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or Thursday? Yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah. It started Wednesday night and went all the way till Sunday. So yeah, it was huge. Just thought it was never going to end, but it did end. We're here now. So, but there were some huge games. We are going to start off with the Wednesday night game. It was the Tigers versus the D's. It was 5-12-42 Tigers to 13-7-85 Melbourne. Look, I was on the plane when I was coming back from Darwin when this was playing, so I didn't really get to have a look at it. So I can't really comment too much on it. I know the D's did what they had to do, but did you guys have a look at this one? Were they dominant all game, or did Richmond put up a fight? Because it looks like, judging by the score, it looks like they had an easy run. The D's. Johnny Carlton, did you watch this one?
Yeah, I only watched it till half time because I had my own footy. So I couldn't watch all of it. But look, obviously result was expected. Melbourne were obviously a better team. Richmond are obviously shit this year. So as I said, at half time it was actually pretty close than what I thought. So as I said, I think Richmond were only down by a couple of points, maybe by 10 points or maybe by 2 goals or something like that. I can't remember. But I finished footy. Checked my phone, won my multi, which was good. So good start to the week. And then and then saw the result, and I was like, expected that to happen. But I told you, Cozzy Pickett's back, and he just lights up that team. I tell you, it's just he's that X factor for Melbourne. So unfortunately, Bolton, Bolton does what he does. He does it every week, but unfortunately, just not enough people. And it's hard when you don't have Rewalt anymore, and then she's injured for a couple of weeks. So it's hard without a full forward. So and Gorn had a killer of a game. So ended up winning the medal as well. So
yeah, 23 touches, 1 goal. Had a good game. And Pickett, as you said, 2 goals, 20 touches. I mean, that's a good game for a small forward. So all right, well, King of the North, did you get to see this one?
I did, yeah. And it was close. It was close. First quarter, there was only a couple of points in it in the first quarter. Just a couple of goals second quarter, but then Melbourne just put the foot down and kicked away, and Richmond just haven't got enough strike power to play out a game. So Melbourne were pretty dominant. And this week on the stats, I've got quite a few different names as well, rather than the same old same old people doing the same old numbers. But so this week I've got Turner for Melbourne, got 3 goals, and Lever got 26 disposals. So yeah, that was pretty good. But yeah, pretty just a dominant performance by Melbourne, and they're up there. So up and about. So yeah, it wasn't a bad game, but it got a bit boring at the end when they were just when they were just running out of steam. So
Well, I'm looking at the inside 50s. They were even 50-50. Hit-outs were even. Clearances, I mean, yeah, Melbourne got on top with the clearances, but centre clearances were Richmond did win 10-8. So and yeah, contested possession, Melbourne smashed them. So I mean, Richmond did okay, but yeah, just not to that level. But do you guys think, like, before we go off to the next game, do you think Melbourne are a top 4 side? Because I'm still a bit iffy on them. Like, they're hot and cold sometimes, and I think if they don't have like personnel, like proper personnel playing for them, like if someone gets injured, I think they're vulnerable. So, Johnny Carlton, do you reckon they're a threat this year or not?
Yeah, I reckon they're a top 4 team. Yeah, I have them in my top 4. So yeah, I look, as I said, slow start to the year, but obviously that's a lot of teams. But yeah, no, they've really found their groove lately. So yeah, no, I think they're going to be a top 4 team at the end of the year. So
yeah, and King of the North, what do you reckon? Top 4?
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I just like, when Cozzy Pickett's out, they just look a bit vulnerable, and they don't want to lose Max Gawn as well. That's the only thing. But then again, you lose anyone out of your team, any team that you always can be a bit vulnerable. But no, yeah, I can see them. I can see them getting top 4 for sure. So, all right. Well, that was that game. Next one. Next one's the big one. Now, the next one is the one that I did a watch along with the King with, and this thing was next level. All right. So it was the Anzac Day clash. I forgot to mention, it was the Anzac Day appeal round, and there were some doozies. And this game lived up to the hype. It was the Bombers versus the Pies, 12-13, 85 Essendon to 12-13, 85 Collingwood. It was a draw. Can't believe it was a draw. Far out. What a frantic finish that was. The King was going for Collingwood. I was going for the Bombers. And, it could have gone either way. Langford, oh, mate, you must be spewing after that miss. I mean, you had the game right there. You could have iced it, and you missed. I mean, it's a lot of pressure to go back and do that, but you get paid the big bucks, man. This is what you get paid to do, and missing from there, I don't know. Well, if I was a Bomber supporter, I'd probably think that's it's not good enough. But it's hard to sit there and say it there, but it was a good game. I thought, it was Bombers came out firing, in the beginning, and then Collingwood would just creep their way back into the game slowly after the first quarter, really, and then it was an arm wrestle to the end. So, I really enjoyed it. As I said, the last minute was frantic. It was so frantic, but even I think Dacos went into the 50 to what was his name? Is it Elliot? Yeah, and Elliot dropped the mark. Yeah. So there's another mistake there. But it was good to see 2 meter Peter back. Scored the 2 goals. So he was not too bad. Like especially in that first quarter when Essendon were really dominant, I really thought that he was good. But Langford had 4 goals, but he should have had 5. But it was a good game, and loved it. It was one of those games we just love watching it. Like, that's AFL. Like, it was such a great game. So, Johnny Carlton, did you have a look at this one? I know you were betting on this one, but did you have a look at this one?
Yeah, I was with my mates. We had a barbecue. We had everything going. Look, my dream came true in this game. I didn't want anyone to win, so
Oh, there you go.
it came true, to be honest. So pretty happy with the result. So yeah, look, very good game. If you're a bystander and you don't support any of those teams, very good game to watch. That's what Anzac Day is all about, you know. As I said, look, Essendon came out fiery in the start, kicked the first 4 goals, and everyone just looked at everyone and just was like, "What the hell's going on here?" Like it's. But then obviously, you know, Collingwood, they always come back. Oh, Collingwood always find a way to come back. So yeah. My check was huge for Collingwood. I thought he was huge. As I said, he's carrying that forward line. He's the only genuine tall forward. I don't classify Cox as a forward because Cox is terrible. But apart from that, yeah, it's just it was a good game. So yeah, good game to watch. I'm happy with the result. No book this week because unfortunately none of them. Unfortunately, Essendon didn't lose, so I can't bring out the book this week. But yeah, as I said, happy result, and then yeah, but I didn't think Zach Merritt should have won that medal, to be honest. So
Who do you
I
think?
thought there was better.
Who do you think?
Oh, I thought Andy McGrath should have won it.
Yeah, he was good.
I thought Andy McGrath was way better than Merritt. So, and if Andy McGrath wasn't there, I thought my check was huge. So I thought my check.
Well, McGrath had the most disposals, 31 touches. I mean, no, you won more than Merritt, but yeah. But you know, if you're looking at the stats, I know the King will go through some of these stats, but a lot of the stats were won by Essendon. They just had more of the ball, like heaps more of the ball, man. A lot more clearances. They smashed them. Contested possessions, they smashed Collingwood. So if you look at the stats, yeah, if you weren't looking at the scoreboard, you'd say that Essendon won. So I'm not sure about Collingwood. Collingwood's still a good team, but yeah, I don't think they're what they were last year. But King of the North, you watched this one. You were going for the Pies.
We did. Yeah, no, you've mentioned all my players that have had the best stats and everything. So
I mentioned one player, man.
no, my check 3 goals.
Oh,
Langford 4, McGrath 31, Merritt 30.
oh.
Plus only 27. He's normally in the 30s, so he's had almost a bit of a quiet game. But we've got to give a big shout out to Elliot for almost Mark of the Year. That was
Yeah,
Mark as well. So yeah, but my check's just been like he is so consistent week in, week out. He's just such a good player, isn't he? So there he goes well. But yeah, just a really good game. But if Essendon want to be like a top 4 team, then they have to be ahead by 4 goals and then put the foot down and just they should put Collingwood away. So until they can do that, then they're still going to be the roundabout sort of team where they just let teams back in again. I know Collingwood are good and they always come back, but yeah, Essendon played well for the whole game. Like you got to admit, so they didn't let it get away, but they should have. I think they should have won earlier in the game, but yeah, just a sensational day and a sensational game, and good on both teams.
Yeah, no, I agree, and yeah, I just don't think Collingwood have that same. I mean, oh wait, I don't think they're the same team as last year, but I mean it's still early days. Essendon did this last year though. They, you know, in the start of the season they were playing pretty good footy, and then they just fell off. So we'll see if they fall off this year. But no, it was a good performance by them. So it was good to see.
I don't think Collingwood are going to be 10th. They're going to be, you know, up high.
Look at their list, man. They've got a good. They do have a nice list, but yeah, like Lipinski's been good for them. I don't know. I think Quainer's been quiet, not as good as he was last year, but it's still early days, and it's hard to tell what's going to happen. I mean, far out last year, Carlton were like about to sack Vossi, man, this time last year. You know what I mean? Like, You know what I mean? Like, and then they went to a prelim. So you just don't know, man. It's still early days, but I thought Parrish was good too. Like, finally he plays a freaking good game. And obviously Langford was good too. So, but just that goal. Just that goal, man. So, before we go to the next game, Johnny Carlton, how do you feel that, like, is there, like, in Melbourne, because Collingwood and Essendon always get that time slot, is there, like, do you guys care about that over there? Or, like, do you guys wish it was your team that always had that time slot? Because, like, sometimes I feel like, that's always them. Like, why can't it be another team? You know what I mean? Like, Carlton could put on a show just as good as those two teams. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's tradition, but, like, yeah, like, why can't Carlton or why can't Richmond or why can't, you know what I mean, be those teams that play in that day? Is there...
Yeah. Yeah, look, I guess you could change it up. I'm happy with Collingwood Essendon being the Anzac Day game, to be honest. It's been there forever, and I'm happy with it. I don't know. As a Carlton supporter, I just want opening round. I just want round one against Richmond at the G. That's all I want. As a Carlton fan,
Yeah.
my game is I just want Richmond at round one.
Yeah.
If I get Richmond at round one, I don't care who we play in what round. I just want Richmond at round one. And look, as I said, we play Good Friday, so we do have a good public holiday time slot too. Like, we have one of those big games now where we're part of Good Friday now every year. So,
Well, that's good.
so yeah, I'm not fussed that we don't have Anzac Day, to be honest. But as I said, look, Anzac Day, Queen's birthday, it's always Collingwood, Melbourne, Collingwood, Essendon. So as I said, they're always good games. So.
Yeah, it feels like when I was watching that game, kind of had that. I know it wasn't a grand final, but it just has that feeling, like there's so many people there.
Yeah,
It's got that buzz about it.
It's because it's the pre-game entertainment, and it's all the work, and it's just as I said, I don't know if you watched it, but all the planes flying over before the game. If it's like a grand final feel, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, as I said, as a Carlton supporter, I'm happy that Collingwood and Essendon have the Anzac Day spot, to be honest. So.
All right, King. Any more on that game, King? You happy?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, before we do go, I did have some graphics that I forgot to bring up. So, yeah, but that Merritt was the Anzac Day medalist, and yeah, there's that mark. I don't know, you guys can't see it; it's on my side, but yeah, that mark on Ben McKay, unbelievable, and also Pendlebury got the 10,000 disposals. So, well done, Pendles. So, well done. All right. Anzac Day night. I actually watched this one. GWS Brisbane. 17-10, 112 was GWS to 8-11-59 the Brisbane Lions. Now, what I saw, now I was asking you the question in the chat, in our private chat. How did Carlton, like, I'm not saying Carlton's a bad side, but I don't know. GWS just looks like a super. Like, they just look like a super. Like, they can't be beat. Like, the way I saw them dissect Brisbane was like they were like nothing. They were like old men playing old men, and I was like, how did Carlton beat them like the week before? Like, how? Like, I know, and then you see Carlton lose to the Crows, and it's like. Yeah, and then St Kilda nearly beat bloody GWS. I just don't get the season there. I just don't understand. It's that even, but I'm telling you now, GWS looked like they looked like $1 million, especially in that second half. They looked amazing, man. So, geez, it's like, yeah, they just looked unbeatable to me. That's how they look, but they're not, obviously, because Carlton beat them. I think who else beat them? I can't remember who else it was. But, Tom Green, 37 touches. Toby Green was good.
Toby Green didn't play.
Not Toby. Green was out. Sorry, not Toby. Tom Green.
Tom Green.
Yeah, Tom Green, yeah. Callahan was good. Whitfield was good. I don't know. Brisbane looked like old men on there. I don't know. They just look slow. Especially in that second half. McCluggage probably is the only best player they had. Yeah, I don't know, man, what happened, but really disappointing by Brisbane. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, as I said, GWS man, they're looking good. Johnny Carlton, did you have any glance at this game or what?
Yeah, I quickly drove home just to get right in between for this game. Look, to answer your question before, has GWS even won a game in Melbourne?
Haven't they?
They haven't. They haven't. So, as I said, the only way GWS are winning their games, yeah, they play away games, but they've won most of their games in Canberra and Sydney.
Yeah.
So, as I said, look, Gather Round was obviously different. You're going up against Gold Coast, who don't also know that ground too. But apart from that, their only away game was against Carlton at Marvel Stadium. So I don't rate the Giants here in Melbourne. I don't think they can play in Melbourne. They always lose at Melbourne. Even in the prelim last year against Collingwood, they lost. But as I said, that's obviously against a good team because Collingwood won the granny. But yeah, look, going to Canberra and versing a team that is not in top form, you expected this to happen. But the surprise that I see is I thought Brisbane was actually going to show a fight in this game. I thought they were actually going to come back and start their season, and this is the game to show that they're not gone, that they're still here, that they're still the team that they were last year, with McKenna coming in with a running half back, with a fit full side. Obviously, Kitty Coleman's not there, but apart from Kitty Coleman, your team's there, mate. So, as I said, Brisbane just looked lost. Like, Joey Danaher doesn't look like the player he was last year. Charlie Cameron's a bit up and down. Neil and Dunkley are not killing it like they were last year. It's just, Brisbane, as I said, it's funny how last year they go undefeated at the Gabba, and now they've lost every game at the Gabba so far this year.
Mm.
It's how funny. It's obviously, as I said it earlier in the year, you got to have confidence. If you're running with confidence, you're going to win every single game. So I don't care who you're up against. If you have confidence in teams up and about, you're most definitely going to win the game. But as I said, GWS, obviously terrible week against Carlton, but they're bringing in a debutant, which was exciting. So, as I said, they just, better team on the day. So, and obviously they get big ins this week. So, they just keep getting bigger and bigger. But I think Giants are a top 4 side this year. So, they demolished Brisbane, unfortunately. So, as close as I am to a Brisbane supporter, it's just very sad to see that Brisbane are not the same team as they were last year. So, that's all I've said. So,
Nah, no worries. King of the North, what do you reckon, man? You watch this game?
I did. Yeah, I did watch it. And Canberra's a hard place. Like, you got to travel all the way from Brisbane to Canberra. They're out of form, so it's just tough for the Lions, and just to not be able to win at home all season so far. It's been a tough one, but Green was outstanding. Is it Riccardi with 3? And Brown with 3. So for GWS, but there's no doubt GWS are a top 4 side, and the reason that Carlton beat GWS is because Carlton are better than them. So that's pretty much why they came back in the second half of the last quarter and got them. But
sorry, can you say that again?
Say that again.
Can you say that again?
The Carlton are better than GWS.
No, man, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know if anyone's better than them, man. They look so good. I don't know. But anyway, keep going.
Well, Geelong are better than them because they're 7-0, mate. So
that's right.
Yeah, no, but they haven't beat them yet. Have they beat GWS yet?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Has GWS beat Geelong yet?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Will 13 and
the two big hitters are better than GWS. So
Okay, I'll tell you this: if GWS win this week, then I'll give GWS credit.
All right, who they playing?
Sydney.
Oh yeah, big game.
Sydney class.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Carlton are a bad side. not saying Geelong are about. They're good sides. But I don't know. Just every time I see, I didn't watch. You know what? I didn't watch Carlton beat. I didn't watch the game last week. That's probably why.
Let me quickly ask you this before King talks. If you're a Port Adelaide supporter, would you be more nervous to versus Carlton or GWS?
Right now,
Yeah.
GWS. But then again, I didn't see Carlton beat GWS. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know how Carlton played. So that's probably why I'm thinking like that.
That's okay.
Fair enough.
But I'm not.
All right, King. Yeah, as you were saying.
Keep going, King.
Fair enough. No, I'm done. I've said what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So, yeah, GWS just much better than the Lions because the Lions have just got a lot of work to do. They're out of form. It's tough. So yeah, they shouldn't be beaten. Like they shouldn't be getting beaten by that much by any side. If they're they're the old Brisbane, but they're just not. So,
Oh yeah. Well.
So where does the coach sit? Johnny Carlton? What do you reckon? Is he okay?
Yeah, look, obviously I've been to a lot of Brisbane games. I do like Fagan, but is he the right coach for Brisbane? I don't know. It's the question every year for a Brisbane supporter. They always somehow manage to lose in the finals when they shouldn't have. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell, but as I said, yeah, look, if nothing changes in the next month, then yeah, worrying signs.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. You just hold on for 1 sec.
Yep, sure can. We'll just talk amongst ourselves. How bad was that Port Adelaide team on the weekend?
We'll talk about it soon, mate. Don't worry about that.
No.
But look, obviously it's hard being a Brisbane supporter, man. Like it's just is. How can you go from undefeated at the Gabba to now losing every single game? It's just
and being a grand finalist last year and then
I'm sorry guys.
That's okay. No worries.
I heard what you said about Port Adelaide, man. Don't worry, I can still hear what you're saying.
I thought we were on mute.
I didn't say Carlton were bad, and they probably will kick our ass. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I don't know. When I look at GWS, I find like every line is just covered. I don't know. That's how I see it, but maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
You never know.
I don't want them to win. All right, guys. So that was that game. Well done to GWS. All right, next game. I went to this game. The King gave me a bit of stick just before, but that's okay. We'll forgive him. Port Adelaide versus St Kilda. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Charlie Dixon. 11-16-82 to 11-6-72. 16 behinds, you Muppets. What is wrong with yous? Get Treadray at the club to teach you how to kick. You, as Johnny Carlton would say, you Fruit Loops. Jeez. Far out, man. Like, you were 1-8 or something in the first quarter. The game should have been done. Should have been finished, but then you let them in, and then it was an arm wrestle. They just arm wrestled the whole game. And that's what St Kilda do. They play like Freo. They just defend, they play shit brand, and that's what you let that game creep in because you couldn't finish. Unbelievable. The only one that could hold their head high is Charlie Dixon, scored 4 goals. The rest of you, Marshall, you couldn't bloody kick to save your life. George Artis, I thought he competed well in the air, but he couldn't kick either that night. We lost 3 of our players. 3 of our players. Leah, he's key player. Sam Powell Pepper. Yeah, I was not bagging him, but giving him a rough time 2 weeks ago. Actually started to get some form into this game. He's gone. And now Rosie. Rosie's gone too. Who else is going to go? We've got a showdown coming. J Crom's going to be laughing at me at the end of Thursday because we haven't put our players.
Burn Jones nearly went as well.
Well, Home Alone's our only saviour, so you know.
I know. He is.
I mean, he scored. I think he did score, but he was missing a few too. So
He was.
yeah, it was just it was just a frustrating game to watch. But we got the 4 points, but you know, it came at a cost. And now we've got a showdown. Then we've got Geelong. Yeah, not happy, Jan, but you got to be. Look, I'm happy we got the points, but yeah, I never thought St Kilda were going to win that game. Like, you know, when you sit there, and even though they were in front at one point, I was not worried at all that they were going to win. Not at all. Just the way they were playing, we were just playing shit. Like we just let them in the game, and like stupid fumbles. Lockie Jones, man, learn how to mark a ball, bro. Like, fucking mark it. Don't know if you just how many times you drop it on that night. Jeez. But yeah. ACL for Sam Palpepper is devastating for the bloke. He was suspended, so hopefully, Johnny Carlton did say bring in Frankie Evans, but I can see that happening. McKenty, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I hope Ken's got a good plan. I know Finlayson is off his suspension now, so we'll see if he comes back in as well. Just a disappointing game, guys. Just not disappointing, like just frustrating. I'll say frustrating, and But how'd you see it, Johnny Carlton? Did you watch this one?
I did. Look, 2 weeks ago you showed me something, right? It was this grid. Oh, I would love to see the grid right now.
That's why I said to you, let me have it for 1 week there. Let me have it.
Premiership favourites, you reckon? Get out of here, Premiership favourites. How? Okay, listen. 1 goal 8 in the quarter, right? And then it's like, oh shit, Ken Hinkley. Paycheck to the umpires, mate. Quick. 28 free kicks to 9. What the fuck is
I know.
bullshit?
No one knew that.
No. How much more gifted do you want to get to win that game? First, you could have finished the game by the end of the first quarter. Then, because you guys are terrible and you can't kick for straight, you fucking listen to umpires now. Every single free kick, our way.
Yeah.
You let St Kilda nearly come back and beat you. Bulldogs beat this team by 60 points.
I know.
And then you're calling yourself Premiership favourites.
Yeah, but we beat Essendon by 70 points, man. Like, it's like every team has their day. I don't know what it is.
And then, okay, you beat Essendon by 70 points, but what's happened in the last 2 weeks? You've got thumped by Collingwood by over 40 points, and you've nearly just beat St Kilda.
Yeah, I know. That's not good.
You've got a showdown to go to, yeah?
Yeah.
So, yeah, look, obviously I love the pre-game entertainment. I love singing Never Tear Us Apart before every game. It's one of my favourite things on a Port Adelaide game comes on. So it was good to see that, but yeah, the game was just, I just couldn't watch it, man. It was just boring. I had to go to my mate's house and just do something, go out on a Friday night. So I watched the scores here and there, but then my mate goes to me, 28 free kicks to 9. I was like, what? And and then there's a thing now I've created. It's called AFL multi-blacklist. Todd Marshall, you're on that blacklist. I'm never putting you in a multi ever again.
Wow. Todd Marshall's been banned.
Couldn't even score 1 goal, man. I had Todd Marshall for 3 goals. Couldn't even score 1.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. He's lost form. I don't know.
Do you know who won the medal?
Yeah, Drew.
Oh, yeah, Drew played a good game too.
Drew, and you know who else? Sorry, go.
The best thing about that game was Tom Rockcliffe in the rooms. That was the best thing about the game.
It was. And you know who else played a good game before I go to the King? Jace Burgoyne had his best game. I thought he could have won the medal. He was really good, like, for us. So, he's a small little player, but yeah, he goes in hard. So, yeah, good on Jace Burgoyne. But yeah, look, man, when you were watching it at the ground, you didn't realise that we had that and that many free kicks. And I looked at the AFL app. I'm like, how have we got this many free kicks? Like, it just didn't feel. It did not feel like that.
You were probably happy because you were bagging your St Kilda mate the whole game, eh? You were like,
Nah,
oh, don't worry, you'll get a free kick here.
I
and there."
wasn't. All my friends were behind him. No. Big shout out to Jimmy, my mate. He's a good sport, and yeah, he loves the Saints. So, all right, King of the North, give it to me, man. Give it to me.
All right. Well, I'd like to introduce a band for the rest of the season, and it's called the Chris C Quote. And I'm going to change the team from Collingwood to St Kilda this week, and just say, when you're watching Port Adelaide beat St Kilda, take a snippet because you are looking at the next premiership team. You're not going to make any more quotes this year about your team because there's something is not right. So,
Oh my god.
so yeah, just take it easy, all right?
Well,
Now, Burgoyne and Butters, 27 disposals, fantastic. Dixon, 4 goals, he was great. Sinclair for St Kilda, 1 goal, 28 disposals, he was good for them. But gee whiz, they were pretty much at full strength, and to let St Kilda to play as badly as they did, I just don't know. Like I still think they're a top 8 side, but far out. I just don't know how they can play so bad.
yeah. I don't know either, man. I think it has to be coaching because the list is not bad. It's just I don't know.
The list is good.
Like, this is not
You've got
bad.
you've
I don't know
got,
what it
one
is,
of the best midfields in the comp.
I don't know what it is. I think it's coaching, man. It must be coaching. I like Hinkley, but I just think his coaching's outdated, and he's got no plan B. So like when a team goes after us, they just don't know how to switch. He did it again.
Your backline's not working either.
How many away games have you played?
How many away games? I'll tell you right now. Away games.
2?
2? What are you talking about, bro? 2?
All I can think of is Richmond and Collingwood.
First
Yeah,
game.
you've been playing at home.
Yeah, Richmond was the first away game.
Yeah.
Then we played at home against. We've had a lot of home games.
That's what I'm saying. You've only played 2 away games, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're right. Jeez.
2 away games, and one of them was against Richmond. So when you actually finally play away, then let's talk about your team.
We actually we're playing
because
home this week too.
You're playing in Adelaide again this week too.
Here we are.
Wow,
That's not our home game. It's not our home game.
You're the Collingwood of Adelaide, are you?
Must be.
Wow.
Must be, man.
Yeah, it's an away game for you this week, but guess what? It's still in Adelaide.
It is, but it's not the same, man.
No, not when the Crows supporters are there.
Nah, it's not. It's not the same. Trust me.
And then you got Geelong in Geelong. You got Geelong in Geelong after that. Wait, talk to me after that game, all right?
Mate, if we beat Geelong, I'll say right here, we're premiership favourites. I'll say it. I don't care what you guys say. I will say it. Dude, I'd rather beat Geelong in Geelong than the Crows. I'll tell you right now.
How can you have 7 rounds and only have 2 away games?
Well, you should ask Collingwood that question as well, because they do the same thing. You know what, man? Every year, we don't get that, bro. We don't get that every year. We don't, man. This is not the first year we've ever been looked after. Jeez.
What a joke.
But, dude,
anyway,
we start to go
they got
away.
a lot of injuries. They need to do better.
Got a lot of injuries now, so even we're missing Soldo. Like, he was good in the ruck, in that first part of the season.
Jordan Sweet played an amazing game.
He did play well. But a lot of his taps went to our advantage. Some of them, so he got a lot of taps though. He's got to just because he hasn't worked with the midfield. They're going to work each other out, I think. So once he gets in there a few more times, I think he'll be great. So no, he's a good ruckman, 100%. So, no, look, disappointed, guys. As I said, yeah, St Kilda. There's not much I can really say about them there. Higgins did get what? He got 3 weeks. Yeah, for that hit on. I don't know if it was. I don't think that was 3 weeks.
They're gonna appeal.
I reckon that's a 1 weeker for me. I don't know if it's 3 weeks, but
He'll get downgraded. Yeah.
at least 2 or 1. So, but yeah, Jace Burgoyne, man, 28-7 disposal, 8 marks, 151 meters gained, played really well. And I'll quickly show you, William Drew won the medal, and the poor injuries, guys, poor injuries. So, really upset about that. So, yeah, big talking points when the showdown comes up later on. So, all right, guys, enough of that debacle of a game. So, the next game was the Saturday. First game on the Saturday, North versus the Crows. The Crows finally get a win. 12-9, 81 to 20-18, 138. Crows did what they had to do, didn't they? Laird got, he had a big game, 34 touches, 13 clearances, 13 score involvement. So, big game for Rory Laird. I didn't really watch this game because I was so pissed off from the night before, and I just didn't really want to watch any footy at that time. So, over to you, Johnny Carlton. Did you watch this one?
Wow. This was my bold call.
Was it? Oh.
I had North Melbourne to beat Adelaide, but that was completely wrong. The ball call went out the window. That was probably one of the worst ball calls I've done so far this year, because that just went pop out the window.
No.
For some reason, I thought North was going to beat Adelaide, but no, terrible. Completely wrong. As I said, look, Adelaide must win. Got it done. J Crom is happy now. You get to see a team that he actually won by a lot this time, so not a close game, so actual good win. And yeah, as I said every week, where's North Melbourne going to get their first win? How are they going to find it? Who's it going to be against? There's different players need to go in different positions. Something needs to change for North Melbourne, because right now you look at the AFL and West Coast and Hawthorn are better than North Melbourne, and you don't want, as a North Melbourne supporter, you don't want them to above you. So things need to change for North Melbourne. But and as I said, Adelaide went over to Bloodstone Arena in Hobart and absolutely killed it. So
yeah, they did. So,
but I didn't watch it. I didn't watch any of the games, so I was getting ready for my Carlton game. So
yeah, fair enough, man. King of the North, did you have a glance at this one or not?
I did have a glance while I was. I got home and put the telly on while I was getting ready to go to the big game. So not only can they win a game, but can they win a quarter? North Melbourne. That's probably the question for the whole season. You just don't know. So, and then I was listening to the radio at the Savo, and it's like, what happens if a couple of their top players decide to pull the pin and go somewhere else next year? Where are they going? So you just don't know. So as you said, Laird was good. Scholl was good as well. 29 disposals, 1 goal. Rankin kicked 4 goals as well. So instead of, last week would have been better for Rankin for you, Johnny Carlton, but and this week he decides to kick 4. So, ridiculous. For North Melbourne, Zerha was with 3 goals, and McKercher with 32 disposals. And they did kick 81 points. They've done, consistently been kicking nearly every game. They've kicked over 80 points. So they can put a score on the board, but they just, from what I was seeing, they just lose their way, and they just, I just don't know. So, it's going to be hard for them. And, Crows just too good.
They were better last year. I don't know what Clarko's doing. I'm not sure. They lost Ben McKay and a few other players, but they just looked a lot better last year, didn't they? North Melbourne.
they did. They did.
You know, yeah, I don't know what to say, man. But you know what pisses me off, right? You talk about Port having all these home games. Look at that. They get North Melbourne on the platter to get their confidence up for the showdown. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, they're going to come with their tails between their... They're going to come tails up in the showdown because they just won. So, not happy.
Yeah.
Not happy.
You could have won the game by the first quarter, but you guys are just shit at kicking. What
That's
are you
right.
on about?
Yeah. One
I know.
1-8.
What are you on about?
But I'm just saying, like, they just played North Melbourne. So, like, you know...
Imagine
always
if that one goal. Imagine if that one goal 8 goals won. You would have won by 54 points against St Kilda. What are you on about?
I'm just talking about the Crows, man. They played a shit team just before the showdown. Gives them like confidence. You know what I mean?
And you played a shit team too.
Oh, we did. We did. Hey, man, I'll pay out the Crows. Let the Crows pay me out. We did play a shit team. We did. So no, there's no excuses for what we did. But no, good on the Crows, and yeah, it's not looking good for Port Adelaide this week. That's for sure. With these numbers I'm seeing here on this stat sheet, but North Melbourne, I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say about North Melbourne. They're a basket case. I reckon they're worse than. I reckon West Coast could beat them now. That's what I think. I think West Coast could beat North Melbourne easily. What I've seen of West Coast now, and what I've seen of them, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, next game. Now this is the game that the two gentlemen beside me want to talk about. They were at this game. I'm not sure if there's any tears at the end. I'm not sure. I don't know, but we will find out. Geelong. Final score, Geelong versus Carlton, 18-10, 118 to 15-15, 105. Oh, man. Is that a 13-point margin there? I think it is. I was at a wrestling event, and I was listening to this on radio in my ear, and yeah, I was getting really excited near the end because... Yeah, the comeback. There was a comeback. And I was like, oh, Carlton are going to win this, man. So, yeah, they didn't win. But, yeah, it was nice to hear they had a comeback. Because, like, when I was listening to it, it was like they were 26 points down. And then they were 8 points down. I was like, what the heck is going on? Just a goal off. Was it Akers that was scoring the goals? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So... Yeah, and then I got told, like, you know, Carlton dominated that game, like, from start to finish. Like, that's what I heard, but they just couldn't convert. So, I'm looking at the stats here. Yeah, you can tell by the stats. You know, inside 50, 66 to 45. You know what I mean? Like, what a smashing of inside 50s. So, yeah, I'm just looking through all the stats here. Yeah, you've won everything. So, what happened, Johnny Carlton? You were there. What was the feeling like? Why? How did you guys lose this one? Like, was it? I heard there was bad umpiring as well. Give us your rundown, man.
Yeah, no, look, obviously Anzac Day, very good round to be a part of. So the special with the soldiers and all that stuff, and singing the national anthem before the game, which was really nice.
It was awesome.
Yeah, look, man, I wouldn't say our accuracy killed us. I'm pretty like when it comes to Carlton, I like to be honest, but the umpiring was just terrible. I'm sorry to say, the umpiring was just absolute terrible. And look, before the game, and I said last week on the podcast, if Geelong beat us, I'll give Geelong credit. And I am going to give Geelong credit. I didn't rate Geelong this year. I thought they were a pony team. I said they haven't beat anyone good, but they just went out and beat Carlton, who are in, like, good form, you know what I mean? Like, without Tom Stewart as well, they managed somehow to still win, which was really exciting. But did they get a little bit of a help from the umpires? I would think so. Maybe that's me just being biased, but I thought it was very one-sided. Yeah, look, as a Carlton fan, it's very frustrating. We were down by 20 points about 3 times, then we came back to a goal. Then somehow they managed to escape with another 2 goals and get out to a 3-goal margin too. And in the fourth quarter, we wasted 2 good opportunities. That was Carlton's fault. And then Geelong just kicked the next 2 goals. And then, we thought it was game over. And me and my mate were just looking at each other, just like, hurry up. Because we don't leave until the final siren's done. Even if we're even if we're losing by 60 points, we don't leave until the final siren. Because that's we've made a rule, and that we're always going to stick by that rule. So we're sitting down. My mate goes to me, 5 minutes 30, just hold on. That's all we have to do. And then we see a goal. I'm like, a little bit of cheer. Cripper getting the boys up. Good goal by Cripper. 5 goals, 4 minutes, and I think it was 4 minutes 40. I was like, I don't think this is happening. He's like, yeah. As I said, we saw a goal. Then Akers kicks a goal 30 seconds after. I'm like, oh my gosh. Imagine if we kicked the next one in the next 30 seconds. And my mate goes, relax. We're not going to kick another one for the rest of the game. Quick kick out. Akers kicks another in the 30 seconds. Me and my mate look at each other and go, surely not. Surely not. This can't be real. Like 2 minutes ago, we're like, yeah, can't wait for this game to be over. And now we're looking at each other going, what the fuck just happened? 3 goals in 2 minutes. We need 3 goals to win, and there's like 3 minutes, 15 seconds. And then, of course, the fucking superstar pops up, Jeremy Cameron bullshit, and he steals the game for Geelong. I'm sorry, but he is one of the best players in the AFL. That guy his agility, his accuracy, his version. He goes in the midfield. He goes in the back line. He goes in the... he's a star, mate. He's a star. He's proven why he's a 600-goal player, and he's still got a couple of years left. He's a star. Unfortunately, obviously I'm going to give credit to Wiedering. Keeping Hawkins goalless is very hard to do, so well done, Wieders, for that. But we needed another Wieders out there on Jeremy Cameron because he just ripped us apart. But unfortunately, Charlie and Harry, they still kicked 5 between them, but it just wasn't enough for Geelong. And as I said, Dangerfield went down in the third quarter. So look, they still beat us and they still found a way. They didn't drop their heads. So I'm sorry, Geelong supporters. I did think you guys were not top 8 worthy, but after what I just saw and now seeing a proper game of how you guys play, you guys' ball movement is clear and it's fast, and you guys have one of the best ball movement teams in the. And it's just, I said, those players like Myers, Zach Guthrie, just Stengel, those players just shine. Blitzers, like a ruckman type is running down the wing and unbelievable. So yeah, look, full credit to Geelong. But unfortunately, Carlton, if things went our way, could have been a different result. But to be honest, after the game, I was not angry as I usually get. I was like, okay, we lost against a good team. And I said to my mate, I'd rather lose today than lose next week against that shit mob. So, yeah.
Are you going to this game next week? Are you going?
No, I've got this is the first game I'm going to miss out on. I've got Greek Easter. So
yeah, fair enough.
The first game I miss out on is Carlton Collingwood. What a fucking joke. What a joke. The first game I'm going to miss out on is Carlton Collingwood.
That's Friday night, isn't it?
I have to be at church by 8:30.
It's all right, man. Don't worry. You can watch the replay.
But I told my mum, I said, Mum, I'm sorry, I'm going to wear all black, but I'm going to wear a beanie and I'm going to put my AirPods in. I'm going to listen to the whole game.
That's fair enough, man. All right.
Yeah,
well, the King of the North was there as well. And, the red carpet came out, outside the MCG. Just picture it now. His ushers were ushering him in with the crown. Went to your seat. You had just people bringing you fruit and all game. But you are the king after all. But what happened, King? What happened? How was the atmosphere? And
well, they got a new system now. They've got a new scanner where you don't have to show your bag anymore. You walk through this thing and go through, and they can tell whether you got anything on you or in your bag or whatever. And of course, I get pulled up, don't I? So I'm going up and I'm standing there like this and getting fawned over me and everything. So yeah, got through eventually. Took 3 of my friends who are diehard Carlton supporters, so we it was a good atmosphere. 89,000, more than 89,000 that were there, so really, really good day. The lead up, like as Johnny Carlton said, like before the game with the soldiers and the anthem and everything, it was just awesome, wasn't it? So, you know, so yeah, it was 35 goals were scored. It's just unbelievable, you know. So, but yeah, Geelong are the real deal. They're undefeated. Some of the stats, like Walsh has had 3 games and has had over 30 disposals every game. He's just a gun, isn't he? Cripps with 29, Curnow with 3 goals, Akers with 28 disposals and 2 goals. So Akers has had a great game as well. But yeah, just accuracy on goal, bit of defensive problems down the other end, but far out 15-15. Like they kicked a lot of goals. Like you normally can kick 15 goals and win a game, can't you? So, but yeah, for Geelong, Cameron with 5. Henry was awesome with 3 goals as well. Guthrie with 27 disposals, but Tui was unbelievable with 3 goals as well, and he was just everywhere as well. So, and he got, I think he kicked 90. That was his 98th goal as well on the day. So, so yeah, he's getting close to 100 as well. But
Did you hear that Irish song when he kicks the goal?
Oh, that was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Oh my!
They were singing it where we were as well, and they're like,
Fucking
all these
bull.
Geelong supporters are like standing up doing a boogie.
Yeah, they're singing the song. I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Oh,
What is that?
What is
What is that?
Is that on the
I've
big
never
figure?
heard of that before. Must be
Yeah,
something with
whenever
Geelong.
you know when Brisbane plays kick a goal and their songs come up like
Yeah.
Country Road and everything, they
Yeah.
have an old Ireland song for fucking Zach Tui. And he kicked 3 goals and the song just kept coming on. I was like, what
And
the
they
fuck
all
is this bullshit?
they all stand up. All the Geelong supporters, I've never seen anything like it. They're all standing up doing this bloody Irish thing. And it's like, oh, what is going on here?
Hold on, was it a Blues?
Anyway.
Was it a Blues home game?
No, Geelong.
Oh,
Geelong home
that's
game.
why.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I reckon there was more Blues supporters there. Like I was seeing Carlton supporters everywhere. Like when I was walking in and on the tram and coming off the train, it was a big, like there was a lot of Carlton supporters there. So
Well, we just created history. That was Geelong's ever large
largest.
largest crowd ever in a home and away season game.
Wow.
So 89,000, which was
Well,
Wow.
but yeah, I was the same. I'm sitting next to Pierre, my friend, and those last 3 goals, man. We looked at each other and went, no way are we going to do it. So, but anyway, wasn't to be. But it was it was just a fantastic day. So
you know what my highlight was of the game?
what's that?
Matt always being subbed out.
What? How did he do?
Oh no,
He did absolute nothing. That
he did nothing. I agree.
Seen.
I agree.
Three touches he had. One behind.
Right, he did nothing. He was not even there. He was popping up, maybe play freaking nothing, man. 3 touches in my life. Far out.
Yeah.
He had 2 touches.
I got
He had 2 touches in the first 10 minutes. He had 1 touch after that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I heard it was a good game, but I did hear a lot of Carlton supporters was that pissed off that they left, and then they should have stayed
They
for
were. Yeah.
should have
So
stayed.
there was 5 incidents. So there was 4 ball calls, which were just absolute disgusting, and there was a 50 given to against Harry for no reason at all.
That was like Charlie. Charlie had a bloody 50 on him against him. He did nothing. He just pointed. Where's the mark?
Nothing. Exactly.
What the heck? What is going on?
Let me get this checked. How can you be by yourself and then accidentally fall on the ground? Ollie Henry comes past Zach Williams and elbows him in the face. And Williams just drops, and it's not even a free. Oh.
Yeah.
Umpiring, shocking.
That moment, I made a whole bay laugh, bro. I made a whole bay laugh. Even Geelong supporters were laughing. I go, there's fucking 10 umpires out there. Add another 10 and they still wouldn't have fucking seen that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolute fucking joke, mate.
Umpiring is a big problem, man. It's a huge, like the umpiring is a massive problem this year, man. Huge problem. Huge problem.
Goal umpires are a massive problem as well.
Mate.
Yesterday's game, the goal umpires. Anyway.
Isn't Zach Tui isn't he a backman?
No, he's a wingman. He's a former Carlton player as well. That's what hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, is he on the wing? Okay. Well, 3 goals were on the wing. It's pretty good. Far out, guys. Well, yeah, Geelong are the real deal, man. I mean, they won a premiership 2 years ago. We thought they were finished. They were old, and but I mean, as Johnny Carlton said, I think he's right. I really think that what's his name, Jeremy Cameron's probably the best player in the league right now. I mean, 5 goals. I mean, his athleticism to like who can go with him? You know what I mean? Like no one can go with. You know what I mean? Like who can go with Jeremy Cameron?
They couldn't. Nobody could get near him. Like our backs couldn't get near him.
I don't think
it was unbelievable.
He's that athletic. Like he's very hard to. Hard to tag.
He had 4 different opponents on him.
Yeah.
Because
he's everywhere
for the game.
He's everywhere, man. He's up the back. He's everywhere. And I think Chris Scott, like he's a good coach. I just think he's a good coach. He knows how tactically he's a good coach.
Yep.
I think so. Well, too bad to Carlton. I mean, could have won it, but I'm sure you will meet again. So don't beat yourselves up too much, Carlton.
But Fossey didn't muck around. Fossey didn't muck around after the game either. Like in the press conference, he basically said how the shit things that we did, and we have to fix it really quickly to take on Collingwood. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, 100%. All right, guys. Well, the next game, I did watch this one, especially the ending. But yeah, it was over in the West. Freo, 14-11-95, back in the winner's circle, defeated the Bulldogs 10-11-71. It was a close game until, pretty much 10 minutes to go. And Fremantle just went bang. Fife, 37 touches, 18 contested possessions, 1 goal. He was back to his best. And Sarong, 17 clearances, was really strong in the contest as well. Freo, I mean, after their big loss to West Coast last week, back in the winner's circle, which is good to see. I thought they've had a good year, Freo, apart from that West Coast loss. So, I watched a bit of it. I thought Fedrick was really good for them, and obviously Fife was back to his normal self. So, Banfield was good as well. Had those 3 goals or 2 goals at the end. Really sealed the game for him. As I said, Fedrick, Fife. For the Dogs, I thought Dale was good, and Norton tried, but only 2 goals. Tim English was real dominant in the ruck. But what's wrong with the Bulldogs, guys? Is they looked good last week, but I don't know. They're one of those teams, aren't they? Just middle of the table kind of team that can't see them challenging at all. Freo, on the other hand, if they win most of their home games, they could sneak into the 8 for sure. So, Joey Carlton, you probably didn't watch this one because you're probably driving home from the game. But did you watch any of the last bit of it?
Yeah, I got home right at quarter time, so okay. I watched from second quarter onwards. I thought this game was entertaining until 3/4 time. Apparently Cody Waitman got injured. I didn't see that. Apparently his shoulder or something like that. So apparently he was out in the first quarter. So that's a bit. Obviously, loss. I think he sparks up that Bulldogs forward line. So apart from that, as I said in the start of the year, I said Bulldogs are a mid-team. They're like Wolves in the Premier League. They win one game and then they lose the next game. Like they play really good footy one week and then they just play terrible footy the next. It's you don't know what you're going to get with Bulldogs. Like you're probably going to get a grade Bulldogs this week. Like it's, as I said, yeah. But obviously, look, Freo, important win. Needed that win at home against, obviously, after what happened last week against West Coast. But, yeah, apparently there's a new Voss guy, which I don't like because there's only one Michael Voss. But this guy's just trying to steal his name. But, okay.
It was.
But, yeah, no, look, Fife's the wrong Brayshaw. The three guys, they stood up. Jackson's a good player. So, look, Freo players, they stood up and, yeah, they got an important win. So, yeah, they need it. If they're going to play finals, they're going to need these wins. They're like a Gold Coast. You need to win those type of games at home if you want to play finals. So,
Who's a better ruckman, Darcy or Jackson?
Darcy.
Yeah, because they played both of them. So, because yeah, I mean, Jackson went up forward and yeah, so
yeah, Jackson's a good forward line. You need to keep Jackson in the forward. It's like when he was with Gawn.
Yeah,
he only played a little bit of the ruck, but he played dominant down forward.
But he's a good ruckman as well, isn't he, Jackson? He's good too. He is. King of the North, did you catch this one at all?
I did catch this one. Yeah, it was a good game. And Freo turned things around and got back on track. That's the Freo that we've been watching all year, really. As you say, Fife, Sarong just smashed it, 37 disposals each. Brayshaw with 30. Tracy with 3 goals. For the Bulldogs, Darcy with 3 goals, Treloar with 29 disposals, and Dale with 30 disposals. So, yeah, you just, as you say, you don't know what you're going to get, do you, with the Bulldogs? So, yeah, Freo back on track, and yeah, I think West Coast just had their gun in last week and caught Freo with their pants down. So yeah, it was the Freo we've been watching all year that we've seen on the weekend. So, yeah, they'll continue on. Whether they make the 8, I don't know. Maybe they sneak in. I don't know. But, yeah, they'll have to keep winning like this to continue on. So, yeah, good win for Freo at home. And the crowd helps. You know, we've been to Optus when you've been in a Dockers crowd and it's just, you know, they help the side by a couple of goals. So, yeah. All good. Good on you, Freo.
All right. Next game was Gold Coast versus West Coast. It was up at the West Coast, 17-10, 112. So Gold Coast defeats West Coast 12-3, 75. I was actually keeping tabs on this game on my phone. I didn't watch it, but I was keeping tabs, and West Coast were up. West Coast was winning at one point. Like in half time, they were like, I don't know if they were winning. I don't think they were winning. I can't remember if they were winning at half time, but
they were 3 points down.
Oh, they're 3, yeah, but they were very close. And yeah, I was like, far out, West Coast. I mean, if they could pull off a win here against Gold Coast, geez, what are we looking at here? Are we looking at a resurrection or what's going on? But then I looked afterwards and Gold Coast had just kicked away. So probably expected, but it's good to see that they're not getting blown off the park, West Coast, and they're competitive, and their stars are in good form. Yo is having a ripper few weeks now, hasn't he? I think so. Good to see that their stars are actually performing. And I mean, what did Yo get? Yo got 9. I mean, he got 19, but he was still influential. Duggan 26, yeah. Flanders, you love your mate. I won't steal your thunder with Flanders there.
Take it easy, mate. All right, he's stealing me thunder.
But yeah, huge game by the West Coast, but yeah, just too good at the end. Gold Coast, Waterman 4 goals. I mean, he's having a great month of footy, isn't he? So. But Gold Coast just did what they had to do and get the win. As I said, I didn't watch it. I just kept tabs on my phone on this one. So, yeah, Johnny Carlton, did you end up watching this one?
Yeah, look, Sunday, lazy day. I'm going to be quick on this one. Not going to have much to say. Obviously, look, West Coast had a fight till half time, but then unfortunately, Gold Coast with their experience, just took over. Jake Waterman, what a 3 weeks he's having. He's second in the Coleman now. Third in the Coleman. He's just shown up out of nowhere. So, yeah. But yeah, look, Braden Fiorini, you fucking Fruit Loop. That's all I got to say. You fucking Fruit Loop.
One goal, 14.
One disposal. One disposal off. He needed 15 and he got 14 to fucking Fruit Loop.
Oh, jeez. All right. Noah Anderson, by the way, guys, gone 33 disposals, 9 contested possessions, 2 goals. I got the graphic up, so yeah, he's a massive game. King of the North.
He did. I was just going to mention him.
Yeah, I had a graphic. I had a graphic, so I had to put it up. So.
Well done. Yeah, no, that's good. All good. Yeah, Anderson, huge. King with 3 goals. My man Sam Flanders didn't have the best, didn't do giant things. He only got 22 disposals, but he's a team player. So yeah, all good. Waterman with 4, Duggan with 26. So yeah, if the main man is not left out and he's in the side, I don't know, it might have been a different story. So it could have, but we'll see this week, won't we? So when he's back in. So interesting that they rested him. But yeah, good on the Gold Coast. You got to win those sort of games if you're going to be top 8. I'm going to be top 8. So they march on.
They do march on, and we march on to last game is Hawthorn versus Sydney. It was at the MCG. 5-12-42 Hawthorn were defeated by the Swans 18-10, 118. Big score there by the Swannies. Yeah, Hawthorn are just Hawthorn, I guess. Like, we've got to expect this from them, I guess. They had one good week against, was it North Melbourne last week? And then, yeah, they face a really good side in the Swans. And, yeah, just goes to show that they're young and, yeah, and they got injuries as well. So, yeah, Blakely and Florent and Lloyd just had a day out. Goulden, 25 touches, had a day out. So, yeah. I didn't watch this game either, guys, so you're going to help me out on this one. But, Johnny Carlton, did you have a watch of this one?
I only watched this game till half time, and then I had my own footy as well. So I had 2 games of footy this week. But yeah, I only watched it half time. But I quickly looked at Sportsbet and saw my cash out was fucking a lot, so I cashed out. Lucky because I would have missed out on. I would have missed the multi by 1 disposal. So lucky I cashed out. But yeah, no, obviously look, Sydney dominant. You needed Sydney to win away from home, and they got it. So yeah, look, Sydney top 4 team. Can't say much because I only watched the half time, but yeah, look, Hawthorn a bit struggling, but hopefully they get some key players back in next week, and hopefully they can put up a contest. But yeah, I think you're looking at your Brownlow favourite at the moment, and he's from the Sydney Swans, and his name's Isaac Heaney. So Brownlow favourite at the moment. So yeah, Heaney. So apart from that, what a good week! What a good way to end my Sunday with a cash out multi. So love it.
You got 3 votes on that in that one, Heaney, or what?
Yeah.
3 goals, 20 touches, 21 touches. It was good to see Taylor Adams. Was that his first game for the Sydney Swans, Taylor Adams? Or he has played one?
No, third game. Yeah, third game.
Third game. Okay. All right. King of the North, did you have a dabble in this one?
I did watch this. I did watch this one on a lazy Sunday afternoon, just doing the housework and had the game on. And yeah, I was hoping Hawthorn could do a bit better. But yeah, they're just outclassed well and truly. But yeah, I was hoping they'd do well. There's a few signs of, they had a few signs of, good stuff to come in the future. But yeah, Heaney's just fantastic, isn't he? So yeah, good win by Swannies, and Hawthorn will learn. The young ones will learn from the experience.
All right, well, that is round 7 done and dusted, guys. This is the ladder I have up. So Geelong is sitting very nice up the top. Sydney second, GWS third. So they play this week, so huge game coming up for them. Melbourne's fourth, Port Adelaide fifth, Carlton is sixth, seventh is Essendon. Freo slips into 8, so good on the Dockers. Then 9, Gold Coast, 10th is Collingwood. 11th is Western Bulldogs. 12th is the Crows. 13th, Brisbane Lions. 14th, St Kilda. 15th, West Coast. Good to see West Coast off the bottom. 16th, Richmond. 17th, Hawthorn. And I don't see anyone. I think North Melbourne will be down the bottom for the rest of the year. That's what I think. But any surprise on that ladder, guys? Are you happy with the ladder? You happy that Carlton?
Yeah.
All right. Are we doing bananas or what? Are we having some bananas or what?
Oh, yeah. I think it's time for banana of the week.
Johnny Carlton's banana of the week. All right. Are you gonna say it first so we can do a TikTok or what?
Johnny Carlton's round 7 banana of the week goes to Carl Langford from the Essendon Football Club.
Oh, no.
Langford. Kyle, Mr. Kyle Langford. Brother, how the hell do you miss that with the game? That game, you could have won it. You were bagging Collingwood. He said on a podcast, on an Essendon podcast. I don't watch a lot of Essendon, but he was with his mate on a podcast, and he said he doesn't like Collingwood. And he said if there was a chance for him to win the game, he would love to. You had the chance, brother. But what did you do? 25 metres out in front and you missed that. Mate, that is banana worthy. And that is just, you can't beat that. You had to put that through. You want to classify yourself as a good player, you kick that. You don't just bag the team you're playing 2 days before you play them and then go on and miss the goal. Like, sorry, mate, you're banana worthy. And look, to hear about last week's banana worthy, there was last week's banana worthy J Crom. We've got some updated news. He's on his way to finding a membership, which is good after his banana worthy. So we've got some update there, so that's good. So hopefully Kyle Langford, you take notice too, and you kick the ones right in front of goal next week, mate. So that's my round 7 banana of the week. Kyle Langford.
There we go, guys. Banana of the week. I thought you were a bit quiet when we were talking about Langford before, so I was like, oh, why is he so quiet?
Yeah, you got to care for banana of the week. That's right.
There we go. All right. Well, we're going to start. Oh, what's next? Anything next?
Now, we go from back to back.
Oh, here
we go to Johnny's rant.
Johnny Carlton's rant of the week. All right.
Johnny Carlton, rant of the week. Now, everything in life, look, footy is important, right? But if people have something on, people have something on. This is directly to you Collingwood supporters. You are giving me shit all week because I can't go to a Carlton Collingwood game because I think my team will lose. Doesn't work like that. There's things. There's called religion, yeah? I've got my Easter this week. If I didn't have my Easter this week, I would be there. I'd be wearing a lot of Carlton, and I'll be showing all these guys that I did on TikTok 3 weeks ago that Collingwood are a joke. So I'm not hiding. You guys think I'm hiding because I'm not going because I put a TikTok on and now Carlton lost to Geelong and now I'm hiding. Guys, it's called Easter. I have to go to church, all right? I'm not hiding, all right? Maybe you guys can hide. Maybe you guys are hiding at the Centrelink behind the corner. Like, maybe that's why, but definitely I'm not hiding. So, look, we play each other twice. So you can assure that I'll be there in the next Carlton Collingwood game. And I will be there and I'll be singing in front of every Collingwood supporter. And to the boys in navy blue, please win this week because if you do, there's going to be a TikTok on Saturday morning and it is going to go viral than the last one. So, to all those Collingwood nuffies, stay at Centrelink, enjoy your payments, and don't come at me when you know that there's a religion going on this week, you fucking nuffies. Far out.
Oh, my jaw hurts from smiling. Oh my god.
All right, we can go to round 8 now,
All
guys.
right, there you go. Cut the rant of the week. That was it was good. I liked it. All right, let's go straight into it, guys. So, first game is the showdown: Crows versus Port Adelaide. Guys, I'm gonna go first here. Look, I actually think that the Crows are gonna win. Okay, that's what I think in my mind. But I'm not going to tip the Crows because I'm not I'm not a bloody trader that's going to tip the Crows because that's what I'm not doing. So I'm going to go with my team, but everything's going their way. I just think, we've lost our players. I can just see it, man. I can just see them just just playing their best game. J Crom's like, oh yeah, but you guys are heaps better than us. But shit, I'm like, yeah, but you beat Carlton, man. So when you're on, man. Like I'm telling you, you guys will be on. I think we'll be off. So I think we're going to lose. And I just do not feel confident about this week. So I'm still tipping my boys though, even though I don't think we're going to win. So yeah, that's how I feel, man. And it's happened the last two times we've played them. They just get their tails up when they play us. And what I saw on Friday night with how Port played, not confident at all. So I'm going for a Crows. I think the Crows are going to win. But as I said, I'm still tipping us. So, Johnny Carlton?
Maybe actually one game that I can actually stay awake to. It's going to be entertaining, hopefully. Far out. Last Thursday night games have been boring. So, look, showdown on a Thursday. Very exciting. I'm going Port Adelaide here. I think the Power will win this. In a close one, I wouldn't say it's smashing. This was gonna be my bold call actually, but I changed it before coming onto the show. But yeah, I think the Power will win in a close one, and just hopefully my boy returns this week. But hearing Finlayson's back this week, I don't think that's gonna happen. So fingers crossed. But I think the Power will win this one. So.
All right, King of the North. What do you reckon, man?
Well, I'm gonna put my my theory to the test again. And a couple of weeks ago, I tipped GWS against Carlton because I wanted Carlton to win, and they did. And I lost my tip, but I got my team home. And then this week, I tipped Carlton, and they lost. So I'm going to reverse it again. I'm going to tip the Crows because I want Port to win. So
that's fair enough.
That's my theory. And I'm going to stick with that. I hope that the injuries aren't going to damage us too much, and we get home against the Crows. But yeah, I'll tip the Crows and see how we go.
The way I see it, I reckon you got to bring either. I think Mackenzie in. He was playing last year a lot. So for Leah, bring Mackenzie. He's probably the same, not as tall as Leah, but he's a good player, Mackenzie. I don't know.
Well, why would you bring Mackenzie in? Well, I think Radagalia and Zach Thatcher are capable. Why
you reckon?
Why don't you bring in a small defender? Adelaide don't have a tall forward line.
Yeah, true. But what small defender do we have?
Yeah, but it's only Fogarty and Walker. Who's going to stop Rochelle, Rankin, and
right.
Ben Keys? Like, you need those type of players. Like,
yeah, true. But who are we bringing?
You bring in Burden.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Burden. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you bring in Burden, but hopefully he's, because he was really bad against Collingwood, but the whole team was bad. But yeah, sorry, we'll bring in Burden, not Mackenzie. What I'm talking about. Yeah, Burden, and then in the midfield, who do you bring in, man? For
I thought Rosie's still okay to go for Thursday night.
No, he's not.
No, he hasn't been ruled out.
He hasn't?
He hasn't been ruled out, no.
Are you sure?
He's still a chance to play on Thursday night. They haven't confirmed that he's not out yet. From this moment, Monday night, Rosie is still a chance to play against the Crows.
if he plays, then yeah, a whole different story. But if he doesn't play, then yeah, it's going to go on to Butters. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then obviously, who's the other out? Sam Pepper.
Pepper.
So yeah, either McKenty or Evans
No, Finlayson.
or Finlayson if they want to go tall. I don't know. So yeah, Finlayson. Yeah, probably Finlayson. So we'll see what happens, guys. I don't know. I'm not confident. I wish I had Johnny Carlton's confidence, but anyway, go the power. That's all I can say. So J Crom, I hope you lose. I hope you lose, J Crom. Anyway, next game. This is a big game too, guys. And it's your team. It's the Blues versus the Pies at the MCG. It's a Carlton home game. I'm going to go Carlton, man. They've been great. And, they beat GWS. They nearly beat Geelong. If I reckon, you talk about, the umpiring and how shit it was, if some of those decisions were, the other way, who knows? You might have beat Geelong. So I think Collingwood are not as good as they were last year, and I think you are going to smash Collingwood by 55 points. So big win.
Jeez.
That's my bold call. I'm telling you, man. Carlton's going to smash 55 points, man. Carlton's going to go bang. They won't have nothing. I'm telling you, man. You guys are better than them. Heaps better.
I just can't believe what I heard. All right.
Johnny Carlton, what do you reckon?
Look, the one game I wish I was at. Look, please, Carlton, if you're out there, just win this week. That's all I care about. I gave shit to 55 to 75,000 supporters a couple of weeks ago. Just please win this so I'm right. Please. Just come on, please. Yeah, look, I'm going my baggers. Unlucky last week, but look, I hope we lost last week just so we can win this week. Unfortunately, it's going to be weird. I know Carlton FC, Johnny Carlton will not be in the crowd. I know it's sad, but a shout out. Carlton FC, 100,000 members for the first time in 160 years. Round of applause to the Blue Baggers. We're up and about. Our fans are here. Our players here. Our team's here. Terra comes back in this week to spice up that midfield. The Goey didn't train today. Dacos didn't train today. Mitchell didn't train today. There's trouble in Collingwood Paradise. So, yeah, look, they had a draw last week, but hey, Collingwood, we're no Essendon, mate. We are no Essendon. We made a prelim last year for a reason. So, last time these two teams met, Charlie kicked 5 on Darcy Moore. Darcy Moore, mate, if you haven't prepared, you should prepare, mate, because you got big Harry up this year too. Harry was terrible last year, but now you got Harry up and about. So, yeah, look, baggers for me. And as I said, I made 75,000 people angry a couple of weeks ago. Please, for the love of God, just win this week.
All right. There's the Johnny Carlton's predictions on his team, King of the North. What's your tip?
My tip is Carlton by 4 goals.
Okay,
That's respectful.
All right, next game. Another a derby or derby, whatever you want to call it. Swans versus Giants. Pretty sure it's the SCG. Who wins this one, guys? I reckon I'm going to go... I love the Giants. I just love what they're doing. So I know it's at the SCG, but I just think they're a better side. Just a better side. I know that they've got a good team, the Swans, and they got Papley and Heaney and that, but I just think the Giants are going to be too strong, too big, and they should just win by about 10 points. So, Johnny Carlton?
Well, this is the in-game for me. You got Sydney, Luke Parker returning finally after a big injury, and then you got GWS, Canelio, Toby Green, and Sam Taylor all back in this week too. So GWS back to their best 22. So, look, this is a battle of the bridge, battle of the Harbour Bridge. Who wins this? This is going to be a hard game to tip. Yeah, look, I'm probably going to go the Swans.
Yeah.
I feel like Sydney's midfield is just a bit better. I feel like Grundy's been killing it this year. And I just feel like Goulden, that types Heaney is going to have another good game. And I just feel like Papley's just going to turn it on. I reckon it's going to be a battle of the small forwards, Green or Papley. I reckon Green might kick 3 and Papley might kick 3 as well. But I think Papley will get it. And, look, adding Luke Parker to that midfield as well just keeps getting better and better. So
Yep.
I'm going the Swans for me. Swans for me.
No worries.
Yeah, in a close one.
In a close one. All right. King of the North, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it's going to be a blockbuster, and I'm going GWS. I think the young guns will last out the game.
Yeah.
And just win it by a whisper.
Yeah. All right. Next game is the Saints versus the Roos. I'm pretty sure this is at Marvel. I'm going to go... Yeah, I can't see Kangaroos winning a game anytime soon, so going to stick with the Saints here. I think they should get the job done pretty easily. I reckon 3 goals, or actually more. I reckon 6 goals. Yeah, 6 to 7. Johnny Carlton?
Yeah, look, Max getting back in this week for St Kilda as well. I just reckon the Saints will win by about 5 goals. Yeah, 30-point margin. So, yeah, St Kilda should win this one. So
Beautiful. And King of the North?
Saints for me.
Yeah. All right. This should be an interesting game. D's versus the Cats. Now, I'm pretty sure this is it the MCG again?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, I can't go past the Cats. They're doing some amazing stuff. I think they're playing better. I think they're playing better than Melbourne. I know that Melbourne are top. Touted as a top 4 side, but I think the Cats are in just too good form at the moment. So the Cats for me by I reckon 20 to 25 points. Johnny Carlton.
Look, I'm going. Look, I said if Geelong beat Carlton, that I'm going to think Geelong is a top team, and I think Tom Shaw is back in this week too. So yeah, I'm going Geelong in a close one. So
yeah,
I think they'll go 8-9 to be honest. So
Jeez.
yeah.
King of the North.
Geelong for me as well.
Geelong. All right. Next game is the Eagles versus the Bombers over in the West. It's a tough one. I know West Coast have played so well over there the last few weeks, but Essendon looking good too. I'm going to go Bombers. I just like the way I think they're playing pretty well. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do lose this one. But we're going to be closer than everyone thinks. I reckon it's going to be like 15 points. I think West Coast are going to put a good fight up, but I think the Bombers just. So, Johnny Carlton?
Wow.
Here we
History.
go.
It's time for Johnny's round 8 bold call of the week.
Johnny Carlton's bold call of the week. All right, I'm just putting it here now. The graphic is up. All right, start it off.
Johnny Carlton's round 8 bold call of the week. West Coast will win by 25 points.
25.
But
whoa,
there's also 2 returns. Harley Reid is one big return. The second return, the book is back, baby. You thought the book was gone for last week? Well, it was, but this week it's back. Now, I've made a little quote in here. You think Nick Dacos was a special weapon? Wait until you verse a guy called Harley Reid. You think Collingwood at the MCG was a tough game? Wait till you verse Jake Waterman at Optus Stadium. This team are 2-0 at Optus Stadium. You guys haven't won there in the last 6 years. West Coast are going to beat Essendon by 25 points, and that is how you do it.
Well, there you have it, guys.
Wow.
There you have it.
That's a bold call.
That is a bold call. Massive bold call. But I love the book. The book was back. The book is back in action.
The book?
Love to see
The
that
book is back.
The book is back.
Love to see the book.
All right. King of the North. What do you reckon this one?
Waterman, I reckon, is going to kick 5, and I'm going West Coast as well.
All right. Bold calls all over the place. Far out. There we go. All right. All right. Next game, the Tigers versus the Dockers. I think this is at the MCG.
Of course.
Sunday.
Back. Of course.
I'm gonna go Dockers here. I think the Dockers. I think they're back in good form, and I think they will. I think they will get the job done. Dockers for me, guys. Johnny.
AFL. Please listen to us. Why the hell does Richmond play at the MCG every week? You're being like Port Adelaide now. Port Adelaide have only played 2 away games in 7 games, and now Richmond get every single game at the MCG. Why? I would love to know why. But I'm going Freo. Just please, AFL. I just sang a beautiful song to you. Please stop Richmond playing at the MCG for fuck's sake. Like, how many times do you want to gift them? I know they're shit, and I know you want to help them win, but change the fucking ground. They have to play away, surely. But fair for me.
Freo for you. All right. All right, King of the North.
Freo, way to go.
All right, Freo.
Does anyone have the AFL fixture next to him?
Yes.
Where does Richmond play next week?
Richmond play at the MCG. Play the Bulldogs.
I give up.
The week after that,
they won't even go to Marvel.
No, the week after that, they're at the Gabba. So.
Hey, wait, so this is a Richmond home game, right?
Sorry, can you just hold on?
Yeah.
Just hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And so Richmond has a home game this week.
Yeah.
So they should be playing away next week.
They should. So they should go to Marvel to play the Bulldogs.
So why is it another Richmond home game?
There's one after that one. It's at the Gabba.
Yeah, no. So Richmond play Freo at home this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they should be playing away next week. Is it a Richmond home game next week too?
Round 9. Yes, it is.
Of course it is. Fucking Muppet. Of course.
Then they go to the Gabba.
You play home and away, man. You're supposed to play one home game and one away game.
Then they go to the Gabba, and then they go back to They go back to the MCG to play the Bombers.
I give up. Oh, I'm at that game. Fuck, I give up.
All right. Anyway, that's Did we get your tip? We got Dockers. Yeah, we've got Dockers for the King. Yeah. All right, next game: Dogs versus Hawks. Who are we going, guys? I'll go first. I'll go Dogs. Hawks are Hess.
A grade Bulldogs are back this week, unfortunately.
Yeah.
C grade Bulldogs last week, A grade Bulldogs this week. So yeah, Bulldogs for me.
Yeah, by plenty.
Yeah, dogs at Marvel.
Yeah. And then last game of the round, it is another derby. Lions versus the Suns at the Gabba.
Surely they break the curse here.
Surely Brisbane can beat the Suns. Yeah, I think they will.
Surely they win their first game at the Gabba. Surely.
Yeah, I'm going to go out and say that if the Brisbane Lions don't beat the Suns this week, then I think I reckon they're not going to make finals. I just can't see it. So, no, Lions to win, and I reckon they're going to win by about 5 goals. So, Johnny?
Yeah, Brisbane for me. If they don't win, this is just surely the curse is broken.
Yeah.
Curse broken this week. Brisbane by 3 goals.
All right.
I'll probably drop one here, but I'll stick with me man Flanders and go the Suns.
Okay. It'll be a big win if the Suns get up. Huge win. So.
Would be.
All right. Well, it is that time, guys. It's over. It's been a good show. Good luck to your teams, man. This is a huge week. So, J Crom, if you're out there, good luck. Well, no, I'm not wishing you any luck. I hope you guys.
No, don't wish him any luck. Jeez,
I hope you
what are
guys
you
like
doing?
just disintegrate on on the field and we just beat the shit out of you. That's what I want to happen. So please, footy gods, look after Port Adelaide. Johnny Carlton, King of the North. Good luck to you guys too.
Please, Carlton, please let me come on the podcast next week fucking happy and about. Please. I don't want to be crying here next week and all these COVID supporters in the fucking chat, bro. Please. Please, Carlton, please.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. I mean, you don't want to see... We don't want to see this.
Absolutely, the Crows were robbed.
The Crows are robbed right in front of me.
Right
You know what?
of me.
We do want to see it
By
with the Crows.
By the time Carlton finishes, the game will... by the time Church finishes, the game will be finished. I'm going on live straight away, Carlton. I'm going on fucking...
Well, guys, I'll bring up Johnny Carlton's... Join him live, guys, at Johnny Carlton 98 on TikTok. So if you want to follow him, he goes live after every game, whether they
Best
lose.
lives that I've ever seen.
That's right. So follow Johnny Carlton, guys, on TikTok. Also follow us on TikTok too. On the bottom there. But guys, thanks so much for coming at HFD.
Here we go.
Oh, fuck, I'm coughing. Yeah, thanks for coming in, guys. Really appreciate you guys, and thanks for last week as well. And King of the North, thank you for the awesome watch-alongs you've been doing. You've been smashing it. There will be watch-alongs Thursday night, Friday night. I'm not sure about the weekend. Now I am getting, I'm going in for a surgery on Friday, so I'm not sure how good I'm going to be during the weekend. But there should be a few watch-alongs on the weekend, so make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you know exactly when we go live, guys.
I don't think I've got any chance of getting any tickets this week, so I might do a double header on Saturday. Never know.
There you go, guys. There you go. Well, make sure you like, share, subscribe. There you have it, guys. King of the North double header. And yeah, as I said, like, share, subscribe. Guys, final words. Final words.
Go Baggers, beat those fucking collie wobbles.
Get the baggers and stay hunky.
Go, you power! Smash those fruit tingle clowns. That's what I'm going to say. All right. All right, guys. Stay hunky. Whoa, wait. Take care. Spike your hair. Stay hunky. And we'll see you next week, guys. Take care.
See you next time.